Okay, our next speaker is a young lady by the name of Emily Coughlin, and we actually met her through Dr. Diller. And she normally, what we do at the end of the conference, the second day, we do have neuroblastoma survivors come and talk at the end, just because you're getting filled with all of this information and your heads are about to explode and everything. So we wanted you to kind of relax and know that, there is hope for these children. So, but unfortunately, with our timing and A&R and scheduling and everything, we're going to be able to do the survivor speakers today. So if Emily would like to come up, she will talk about a little bit about her story, and we will have another one. You can go up there. Yeah, go up there. Okay. Emily Coughlin.
Hi, I'm Emily. I just want to say thank you to Pat for the invitation. It's an honor to be here with all of you. It's a community. I don't get much of a chance to interact in the community a lot. So a little bit about me is that when I was 4 years old, I was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma, and some of my treatments included a back-to-back stem cell transplant with 21 rounds of radiation and 6 months of antibody therapy, most of which I don't remember, so I had to write them down. But probably for the better that I don't really remember them like most survivors. So shout out to the nurses that were administering my pain medications for that. But what I do remember is a lot of the kindness and patience that was granted to me as I was very persistent with my doctors and nurses that they play pretend with me. I really needed that to get through treatment because it made me feel like a normal kid, you know. Nobody wants to be in their hospital forever, but I was really blessed that I had such a great care team for that. But ultimately, what really helped my hope going during this tough time was obviously Dr. Diller, as she had carefully congregated a care plan for myself. And honestly, my sister Isabel was the only person that kind of treated me with normalcy, as she was my sibling. She didn't care about how sick I was. She wanted to play with me then and there, which we did. And sometimes the kid with cancer needs is to be, pushed around a little bit by her older sister, accidentally punched in the nose while I go tell my mom, because she was the only person in my life that didn't look at me with sorrowful eyes or saw the cancer within me. She saw me with more than that. And we live in a very small town, so kicking the label girl with cancer was near difficult, impossible probably, and won't happen. But in her eyes, it didn't matter. Something about my family, we do the Jimmy Fund Walk every year. We have a Team Amabel, a mix of my name and my sister Isabel's name. And every year we pick a new different color for the shirt, which is a very fun activity. And we have raised over $800,000 for cancer research. So it's great to be able to give back to the community in that way and also just be really a part of it. It's such a wonderful event to be here. It's really hard talking about this point in my life, and it follows me around a lot, which not something I like to address, but I think that it is really important to talk about it, especially nowadays with funding and research opportunities. It's really important to talk, get with the tight-knit community and interact with everybody, show that there is hope in life. I live a fulfilling life, a normal life, as I like to call it, as normal as I can see. I just finished my sophomore year at College of the Holy Cross, which is in Worcester, Massachusetts, and I will be studying abroad at Trinity College Dublin next year for English major, so that's the place to be. And we have some pictures of us at the Jimmy Fund Walk. Always hope for nice weather on that day. It doesn't always happen. But yeah, there have been perks and pains of my treatment. Perks include I had a killer college essay. Everybody loves reading about my survival of that. We got box tickets to a Red Sox game one time. Of course, baseball's a little boring, so I went for the chicken tenders, of course. and I got a Make-A-Wish to Disney, which was great. Walking around in the sun, couldn't ride about 50% of the roller coasters, but that was okay. Walking around and cutting the lines was worth it. And yeah, I don't like to talk about it. It's kind of difficult too, but when I'm engaging with the community here, when I'm at Boston Children's Hospital, it feels less painful to talk about. And it's just great to be at a place where people understand, they know, and I'm not quite the outsider that I usually am in my local community at home. So thank you so much for the invite. I really enjoyed being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. We have one more speaker. Thank you, Emily. That was beautiful.